More than advice, I'll share what I have learned. I think advice to an entrepreneur is not appropriate. So I can only share, like, the first piece was really taught to me by my father in terms of saying that. So he says, and he first gave me the, like, when I had just come back from Stanford Business School. So I said, what is going to be my job? Please describe my, like, what do I do now?
Roles and responsibility.
In terms of roles and responsibility, absolutely. So he says, Acha, like, am I giving you, if you're a job, like, then you're a manager, right? If you're an entrepreneur, you will figure out what you want to do. So I'm not going to tell you anything, figure out what you want to do. The second piece that I think I learned is that as an entrepreneur, right, it's very important to find a problem that you want to solve, that you are passionate about. Right? There is no, and this is the same thing that, in fact, Professor Sharma at UDCG, I was blessed to have him. He'd always say that I am not going to give you a list of problems and then you can go and work on anything. You find a problem, and then I will grade you on the quality of the problem that you find, and then I'll grade you on the quality of solution that you actually do. So the same rules apply for an entrepreneur, that it's not solving problems, it's first finding problems. Once you find the problem, right, then you solve it. The third thing that I have learned is that, and we've now institutionalized it at Reliance, is that you have to create societal value. Right? You have to solve a problem which actually does good in some way. And that has to be the main objective of the business. And financial returns are actually a byproduct. If you focus only on financial returns, right, chances are that you would not really become great and solve your own passion. The other piece that I have learned is failures are normal. Right? With all the success that one sees, people, even in my own case, don't see how many times I have failed before I succeed. So they are just a step before you succeed. So never get disheartened by failures. Learn from them, but never give up. Two non-negotiables for me are, one is treat your investors' money. And this was early on ingrained into us at Reliance, is that we had taken money from small investors, that treat your investors' money even more carefully than your own money. And second is, you cannot do anything without the right team. And it is very important to align the team passionately to your own mission. And finally, an entrepreneur is always positive. He's an optimist, and he proves, there are lots of cynics, lots of negative people around, but an entrepreneur spreads positive energy. That's really what I have learned.